Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is a Polkadoodles project. I made some really simple cards because I am always in need of cards, and sometimes I feel bad that I actually use, the store-bought ones. So I thought I would make some really simple ones. They are completely flat, just like something that you would get at the store, but it is using images from Polkadoodles, and this is the Winnie Celebrations one. There are 3 of them. This is number 1, and these are just some of the images that you get in the collection. I will link that collection in the description box, so please open the description box for a direct link to this collection. I am missing a few here that I used on the project, and I don't know if I used it on these cards, but if I did, I'll show you which ones they are. Now, I made cards to fit inside these envelopes that I got from Hobby Lobby. This is 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. So let me show you what I made. So here is the first card, and look how adorable she is. Now this paper right here, the background paper, is from the Octavia collection. Now these are presents from, I believe it's from Winter Wonderland. So of course you can mix and match all of these images, you guys. And then this banner right here is from Knitwit Collections. And you can see it has no dimension whatsoever. It is completely flat, which is what I was going for. And then here is what the inside looks like. And of course I have my information in the back. So here is that first one, and I think she is just so cute. Here is the second one. Oh my gosh, she is probably one of my favorite ones too. Now this one, you can see I did the image a little too big, so I did have to, crop that out, unfortunately, but it's okay. And here is another. Of course, this image right here is again from Winter Wonderland, and this is from the Winnie Celebrations. The insides all look the same as well as the backs. Here is another one. Oh, I really like this one. Now this background paper is from Serenity Fairy Wishes, also from Polkadoodles. I like to get the whole collections because you get the images, the ephemera, what else? Oh, the papers. You get a bunch of stuff, so that's why I prefer to get the whole collections. And now this is another image. Now this is one image right here. It has the 3 girls, and I think they're just so cute. And they also come individually, as you can see right here. Here's one of them, and then I'm going to show you the second one. Here is the 4th card. Again, these are all images. This one is again also from the Serenity Fairy Wishes. It's from Polkadoodles, you guys. And of course, all of the Winnie girls are from the Winnie Celebrations. And the rest of it is from Knitwit. And that's what the insides look like. So now I have these cards ready to go whenever I send out Happy Mail. Or if I just send out, thank you cards. I can always send something flat. Because, mail is getting pretty expensive nowadays. So that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone. All right, you guys, so I'm going to try my best to show you how I made this. So I'm going to go up here where it says library, because that's where I have all of my collections, and I'm going to go to Polkadoodles. You can see right here are all my Polkadoodles. Now, some of the backgrounds that I used was the Octavia collection, but I also used, I'm going to show you how I do this. So I'm going to go to the Octavia collection, and I'm going to look for that sheet. It's this one, I think. So all I do is just double click, and when you double click, oh, it's not this one. Oh, well, it's okay. But I also use this one. When you double click, it makes it really big. So I'm just going to go up here, and I'm going to scale it down to 33%, which, as you can see, it is really small. But the size that I really want it at, because my cards are 5 by 7, I'm going to shrink this to 5 by 7. Okay, there you go. So, okay, we've done that, and I'm going to put 2 on this piece of paper. That's this piece of paper right here. The background measures 8.5 by 11. I don't know which one is it. I think it's this one. Yeah. And I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. There you go. So this is a 5 by 7 right here. I'm going to make this just a tad bigger. So now I'm going to add another one. So we're going to go, make sure this is not clicked on. So I'm just going to click outside of it. I'm going to go to library, and I'm going to go to the Serenity Fairy Wishes, and let's use this one because I also used that one. Now you're going to click on it once, and then you're going to right click, and you're going to click on this one that says merge. So when you do this, it'll add it to the same sheet of paper that you were working with, which is this one right here. So I'm going to shrink it down to 33% again. See, and there it is right there, just to show you that, you know, we're using the same sheet of paper. So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to merge. So I'm going to go to the Winnie celebrations. Okay, I'm going to get this girl, and I'm going to right click, merge. I'm going to go back to library, and I'll get, which other one? Let's do this girl right here, and click on merge. Go back to library, and then you're just going to go through all of your digital images and check. This is the garden party that I use, and just click on all the images that you think you're going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's do garden party, merge, library. Oh, what a lovely day. Merge, library. I'm going to make it super simple, you guys. And I'm going to show you also how I layer these. So I'm going to merge all 3 of these balloons. All right, so now let's go back to the design page, and I'm going to separate all of these images, because right now when it merges them, it always goes to the upper left hand corner. And now I'm going to shrink them to the size that I think would go well with the girls. Let's see, this girl, I am going to shrink her just a tiny bit because I think she's a little bit too big. This one's too big. And all I'm doing is grabbing, you can grab any of these corners. You can go inward or outward, which make it bigger, but I don't need it that big. Okay, let me see. Is this big enough? Actually, I'm going to use a different color for this one because it almost blends in. Okay, I'm going to go back to library, and I will pick another color. Let's use this one. So I'm going to merge. Perfect. Okay, now you see how I have that girl behind there. You can't see her, but I want this just to be a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it here on the side. And actually, no, I need this one to be here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. All right. So, okay, so now that I have a lot of these images, I'm going to bring one more out. One more that I saw. All right, this one right here. And I'm going to merge it. Now what I'm going to do with this one is I am going to shrink it because I'm going to add it to the top of each one of these. So I'm going to shrink it to where it looks like it'll cover the whole, that whole area. Now I'm going to duplicate it because I want to do the same thing with this one. All right, so now this is going to go, see how that, I want this one that says time. I want this one to be behind this banner right here. This right here, I'm going to click it, and I'm going to go up here, and this says bring to front, and this one says bring to back. I need it to bring to front. All right, so now that that's done, now I'm going to put this on here, and now this is going to go on top because this is exactly how I wanted it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to group these together, all of these 3 images, and the way to do that is you're just going to left click and then drag so that you can get, all of these can get highlighted, and you're going to go up here to these little squares, and this is going to group them. It'll say group selected shapes, so it'll group them and it'll make it into one shape, as you can see. So no matter where I click, it is one image now. Okay, now that I have that, the reason why I did that is because this girl, you can see, look what happened to her. I need to find, obviously I'm going to have to put her on top. So the way to do that is I'm going to click on her. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to bring her to front. So now she is in the front. Okay, but I want balloons to be behind her. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to grab Let's grab these 3 balloons right here. Okay, I'm gonna rearrange them to how I want them. And I want, oh, that looks pretty good. But this one, I'm going to tilt it because I don't want the string to show. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to group these so it can be one image. And there she goes. Now she looks like she has balloons behind her. And what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to group this. And now I found that this is something that has been working for me, to do it on the side instead of doing it on top of here. And now I should be able to get all of these images. You can see it is too big. So I'm going to shrink it. And that's how I did that. And then we're going to print them out. Okay, now let's work on this one. Let's do, oh, what a lovely day. Again, you can see that I have that same problem. So I'm going to click on that and bring it to front, bring to front. So now that the banner can be behind this, oh, what a lovely day. I'm going to leave it there. This one, I want the arrow to be pointing the other way. So I'm going to duplicate it using the mirror going towards the left. You can see that. This one I don't need. I'm going to delete it. Now I'm going to take that off. And now this again, I need to bring this to the front because you can see that it is behind that banner that says, oh, what fun, but it is in front of the background piece. So I'm going to bring this to the front, bring to front, and of course I'm going to make this smaller, and I'm going to put it right there. It's just like a little accent piece, you guys. That's all it is. And now I'm going to get this girl. Now this girl, I'm going to have to bring her because I want her in front of everything, because I want her whole entire body to be showing, of course. Bring her to the front, and there you have it. So now what I've done is, just in case I mess up, I group the whole thing. And let me show you what else I've done. Oh wait, before I group it, I want this just to be a little bit bigger because my girl is looking too small. All right, that's a better scale. So now I'm going to group this. And if I ever want to reprint this again exactly how it looks like right now, what I'm going to do is go to File. I'm going to Save As, Save to Library, and then it'll ask you pretty much where you want to save it at. And of course, because it is a Polkadoodle thing, I'm going to go to Polkadoodles. I will save it under the Winnie Celebrations 1. And right here, I'm going to name it Card Fronts. Okay, and that's it. So let me show you, prove to you that it did save. I'm going to click on the X, which is going to completely delete it. You know, delete the page that I just worked on. So now I'm going to go to Library. And look at, this is the one we worked with. So I'm going to double click, and there it is. Of course, it saved this because I did have this to the side. All right, so now let's print this up, you guys. So I'm going to go to right here. There is the printer up here. I'm going to print, and I already have, this is my printer. It is the HP Envy 7640 series. I'm going to print, and then I'm going to come back with the printed image and show you what that looks like. Okay, so I accidentally printed 2 sheets. This is what you saw me do in the video. You can see right there. Here are the cards. Of course, I changed it up a little bit, but these are pretty much card fronts ready for me to use. And so all you do is just get an 8.5 and 11 piece of paper, cut it to whatever size you want. In my case, this is 7 inches, and this should be, I believe, 10 inches, and I scored it at 5.5. I think that's what I did. And I did make this bigger, this square, just so I can trim it down. But you can see that is the trimming I'm going to have to do right there. I'll probably trim that and that. I always like to make it bigger, just a tiny bit bigger, just so it doesn't have like a white border, because I don't want the white border, because I want the border to be whatever cardstock I use. All right, hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please let me know. I know that I probably did try to go fast, at least for me it was fast, but I hope you were able to understand how I was able to layer all of these images and make it into one. Thank you so much for watching and hope you all have an amazing day. Bye everyone.